Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Pele. Chance for a shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Al Hilal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's Park Ji-sung.
That's good play from him.
Lovely pass, but can he... And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nedved aims beyond the defence. Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Puskás. Now it's Pele. Now it's Messi. And he's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
It's Park Ji-sung. Whistle's gone, that's foul. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this the perfect top. Pele! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Pele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Nedved. Zanetti looking to hit the byline here. Oh, smashing header! Oh, he's been caught on it here. He can get that clear. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Al Hilal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And he's whipped it across. And that has been cleared. That has ended up in no man's land. Pull it. And the counter is on. And it's Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Well timed, excellent interception. Puskas, given the lift of his goal. Lahm. Now it's Messi. 30 minutes gone. Threads one in. Messi. Short-changes him with that pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
That's a shade optimistic. Zanetti. Bellingham. And this is... There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Messi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nicely spread. And it's Messi. Messi. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Looking to play him in. Takes a shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Cannavaro gets it clear. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack.
2 added minutes has
Now
been
it's
indicated.
Messi. Vieira. Park Ji-sung. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just...
And it's half-time here. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Hello,
It's an
everybody,
eye-catching
and this
scoreline,
is a quick
but it's
reminder to
a
let
fair
you know that
reflection
we'll
on
be
what
able
we've
to
just
catch
seen
today's
in this
match
first half,
broadcast
Peter.
live
Now
on
they
the
just
Apple
need to
FM
make
station.
sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Argentina will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. Pele tries to pass, and a chance! A whisker away from making it 4.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! It's there! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
It's become a case of men against boys. Puskas. Oh, that's a key interception. Time and again they are repelled. Played out to the left flank. That's a good ball. Bellingham. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise...
Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Puskás. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. And this is Pelé! Zanetti. 60 minutes played. Caresses it through, and he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass somewhat off target. Park Ji-sung.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's Bellingham. Vieira wins the duel this time. And this is Pelé. Now it's Messi. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, they can break here. Lahm. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Luis Suarez.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nedved.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Ooh, perfectly measured that. Zanetti. Oh, this looks sharp. Stood up well to him there. And the shot!
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Number
benches.
20, Bellingham.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Nedved.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 45, Osimhen. Number 9,
Now it's Osimhen.
Number 20.
This looks promising. And the shot!
Substitution in progress.
He's put his foot right through that one.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rafael Leao. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Suarez looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Osimhen. Vieira. Now Hoeneß. And it's Lahm. Good ball, good take. Oh, what has happened here? Zico. Up he goes! And that has faded wide. Vieira. Now it's Ronaldinho. Doku. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Argentina are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Has a look and plays it forward. Lahm. Hernes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Hernes. Knocks it out wide. Hernes. Osimhen! Corner number 2 then. Bops him off it, a great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And we're done. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Pedri. Now he's got space here. And this is Nedved. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Nedved was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nesta. Pelé. Pelé takes control of it and he's on the move. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And they can counter here. Now it's Hullet. Park Ji-sung. Messi. Vieira. So what can they make of this? And it's Otto. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he was quick to react. Quality ball. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. It's run loose here. Looking for option. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Iniesta! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Now it's Puskas.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Van Dijk. Seedorf. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Park Ji-sung. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Puskas. Pelé. Nedved. And the counter is on. And it's Iniesta. Oh, that's delightful. Park Ji-sung.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Park Ji-sung. Now it's Pelé. Messi chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Messi. And it's Otto. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Iniesta is herring after that one. Lyon have the chance to go the other way. And here's Nedved. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. Messi. Otto.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's Park Ji-sung. Pedri. And the pass is intercepted. Nicked it back promptly. Iniesta. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Argentina are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now that is a hefty challenge. Leicester, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Sung. Yaya Toure. And it's Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Seedorf. Pedri. Sung. Odo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the through ball. Oh, this is a great... And the shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Iniesta. He's a shot, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Dembele. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Puskas looking understandably energised after his goal. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Argentina are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. And they win it back again. Leicester with a definite foul there.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
So, time for changes
Número
on
11.
both sides, actually.
Número 10. Messi. Número 13. Entran. Número 14.
Leicester
Número 21.
gets it away.
Número 22. Número 4. Se está realizando un cambio.
Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. Odo has created one goal already. Vieira.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's an imaginative pass. And it's Otto. And here's Cruyff. Bale wins the duel this time. Bale gets it away. Referee's given a throw. Doku. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedri. And here's Tevez.
Lyon really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Doku. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? This is Tevez. And he's away.
Oh, great feat, that.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've done it! We thought it was over. It's all square one. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Contra Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep line position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That was mighty close. Pelé, Messi, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Puskas. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Messi. Up Kisum. It's a good spell of possession, this. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's hoisted clear. And smartly reclaimed. Up towards the front line. Out towards the flank. First quarter of an hour gone. Pirlo. Up Kisung. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Messi. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's a fine interception. Argentina yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Pelé goes short. And this is Ned shoots! Pirlo. And this is Pelé. And this is Hullet. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. Lahm spots it and intercepts. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Knocks it into space. Oh, super ball! He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pirlo. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Pirlo. Driving forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Puskas.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Messi. Puskas. Oh, important interception. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Some excellent tackling here, and that one... And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's another chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pirlo. And it's Nedved. And it's Roberto Carlos. They want to be quick to recover this. Threads one in. Nesta gets it away. Pull it. Oh, well played. And he's managed to get rid. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Argentina ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Lahm, Pelé. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's goes for a shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And it didn't take him... Oh, he's been caught napping! Dunk gets good distance on it. Argentina still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And this is Nedved. And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Cambio en Argentina. Número
Corner
18.
number 3 coming up.
Número 11. Número 13. Entran número 5. Número
Cruyff
14.
plays it short.
Número 22. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. And it's Bale. He's in space and looking for options. Lahm delivers. And they've got rid. Ernest. The ball is loose and the chase.
Rummenigge made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Drives, climbs up big! And he's there to get it away. Showing great feet there. Mateus, Roberto Carlos, swings it across. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. So their fourth corner of the game. Cruyff with the short one. Done delicately. Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Bale. Argentina can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Roberto Carlos. Good play on the left-hand side here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's in a great position here. Ernest with the cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And Cruyff! Loose ball now, and and one more try! And it's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! Cruyff duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Makalele eases the ball away from him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's in big chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 2.
Argentina are making a change now.
Entran.
Argentina complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, easy pickings there. Cruyff is onto this. And this is Cruyff. The ball goes in. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Cruyff taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determined...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to pass it through, thinks about the shot, and he shoots! Vieira. Puskas. That pass has been well intercepted. Yaya Toure. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Threads one in. He's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pelé. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Messi. Is there any support? He might not need chance! Oh, what has happened here? And we have our very first corner. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's going for goal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Short changes him with that pass. Messi.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Knocks it into space. Great chance! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And he's opted for the long pass. So it is still 0-0. And here's Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Almost half an hour in now. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. Up Ji-sung. Argentina finding their passes. Now it's Puskas. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's had it nicked away. Pelé. Now it's Messi. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And the counter is on. Can he get it through? Ribéry. Done delicately. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Ribery really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Yaya Toure.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Great ball if he can get there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Nedved. That has been cut short. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Pelé. Now it's Puskas. Look at the space. And Puskas! And it's a goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when you're...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Argentina are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Argentina carrying a one-goal lead. Vieira gives it back, passing nice and neat, and it's Messi. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Now it's Puskas, and he's well positioned here. Messi, Ribery. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's a dangerous, but tries a shot! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Nedved!
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Messi. So we've reached the hour mark. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He's a sharp little ball here. Bale. Bale puts them all in. And that has been cleared. Now it's Ribery, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Up Kisung. Now it's Puskas. That's been slipped through. And it's Bale. Great vision. Luis Suarez. Bale's cross. Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. Nesta. The most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ah, that's a fine interception. Puskas. Chance here to counter. Puskas. Now it's Pele. Nicely weighted ball. Messi! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 13.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Número 21. Número 25.
And this is Nedved.
Se va a realizar
Now that's a
cambio.
fine challenge.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, this looks sharp. And that is as far as they're going to go. And they win it back again. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Cruyff. He's found a way through. And he whips it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rafael Leao. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Cruyff. And it's Kante. Yaya Toure gets the foot in and wins the ball. Looking for the run. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bale. There won't be another chance after this one.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Could have here their final chance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Real chance! It's there! And they are right back within touch! So is this the start of a comeback? No outsmarting him this time. Thuram. That's good play. Bergomi does well to... And that will be it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Queremos informarles que tenemos cámaras.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key.
And the shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Bullet really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Real chance! It's hit the crossbar. That's good play. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Deftly away. And he skips past his man. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a good ball, and it's made its way to him. It's Park Ji-sung. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. Great vision. Good read, needed to be.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Now it's Puskas. It's Park Ji-sung. Argentina still without a single shot on target. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's picked his way through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Van der Sar punts it upfield. Threads one in. Messi looking to run onto it. Park Ji-sung, foot in. He's had it taken off him. Takes a shot! In for the pieces! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
The Netherlands have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Pelé. Can he get it through? And this is Pelé. He can get that clear. The Netherlands trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He is through here. Played in with purpose. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's a nicely weighted pass. And the shot! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Argentina grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Sung. Over to the left.
Will be 1 minute at a time.
Araujo calmly anticipates. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Argentina really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. He's in a great position here. Chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Sung. Ambitious ball here. That ball looks a good one. And that's an excellent interception. And here's Hullet. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, easy pickings there. And the through ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 17, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
They've played it short.
Number 24.
Showing good feet.
Substitution.
Tries to play it through. Doku. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Cruyff. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe. And it's Ronaldinho. Nice-looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? That's really well manoeuvred. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Cruyff.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Bale. Bale's cross. That's a decent clearance. Doku was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it.
Chance for a shot! Goal, the Netherlands! And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 10.
The Netherlands take the lead.
Number 6.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And here's Rafael Leao.
Number 2.
And he decides to cross it.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Not yet. So what can they make of this? Rafael Leao touches it back. Nice control. Rafael Leao. Oh, that was vital. Cleared without complication. And we're done. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Argentina must quickly shake this from their system, Pete.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half.
Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Messi. Now it's Vitinha. He's having a shot! Otto receives it in a good position here. Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's a key interception. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters.
And a chance! Gerrard. Vitinha. Now he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is a little undercooked. Oh, a delicate chip through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Puskás.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Pele. Can he get it through? Oh, what sort of goal! There it is!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vitinha gets rid without sophistication. Otto. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Otto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Neuer sends that a long way.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That has been knocked clear. He's gone for goal! Steven Gerrard, the man a finish right from the top draw. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
Bale! It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great ball if he can get there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good-looking ball. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Messi. Pelé shapes to shoot! No mistake! Half-time imminent! What a time to score!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Vieira. Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, this looks sharp. He's picked his way through. Park Ji-sung gets a foot in here. Now it's Messi.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Otto. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that was nowhere near his best. Bale. And it's Gerrard. Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Park Ji-sung.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. And here's Suarez.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Neymar. Big chance! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
There's the shot! And he hits the net! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Argentina get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's dealt with that really well. Almost an hour gone.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Maldini has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Liverpool finding their passes. Puskás, he's got away. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Looking for the run. And it's Gerrard. Puskás. Oh, good spread. And it's Messi. Vieira. Messi. Now it's Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to belt it away. That's Park Ji-sung. Now it's Pelé. He's through, now is he in? They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Puskás. And it's Otto. And this is Puskás. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Número 13.
That looks a decent chance for a shot!
Número 7.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. This time, surely! Should have put that one away.
Roberto Baggio really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Vieira. It's a promising position, and he's gone backward here. Real chance! It's there! Argentina are level! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bale. And it's Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Maldini has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
Well, the referee had given him a chance, and now he has to show him yellow. He has to.
Se agregarán 3 minutos.
He's in a great position here. Gerrard. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Gabriel has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. Hernes. The final seconds now. That looks a cracking ball. And he's away. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ronaldinho clears it away. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Argentina.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
Nedved. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before.
Goes for a shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Puskás unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Makaleli. Now that's well seen too. Park Ji-sung. Puskás. It's Park Ji-sung. Makaleli. It's Pedri. And it's Luis Suarez. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. Now it's Pelé, played out wide. And this is Messi. There's no flag. Spread it left. Park Ji-sung, over to the left. Makaleli. Nesta deals with that comfortably. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vieira. Bergomi. And it's Messi. Puskás. Pelé. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that is a little undercooked. Vieira. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up. So much to Luis Suarez! Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. That's Nedved. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's burst through! And it's made its way to him. And he's on his way! Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's been caught napping! Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's good play from him.
And he's in on goal! Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now that looks a decent ball. Puskás! They've done it! A goal at a really telling moment. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, shooting chance! He can get that clear. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Messi. Makaleli cannot be beaten at it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
Just a quick reminder today.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe, and this is Luis Suarez, shoots! It's there! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the big chance! Oh, it's hit the post! He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork again! Bergomi. Up Ji-sung. Shifted it to the flank. And he was quick to react. Nedved. Messi. Pedri. Now it's Nedved.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Puskas. Oh, that's neat. Park Ji-sung.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to...
Real chance! He's got a goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response. He
shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And now he has two.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Number 17, Bellingham. Substitutions taking place.
It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 4, Pedri.
Argentina are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Coming on the field, number 14.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Number 22.
Cole in acres of space out wide. Odo. And it's Otto. Argentina have hit a quick-fire double here, and it's been given away. Decent chance! Mateus. Makaleli. Now it's Doku. Conte. And the shot! Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entity.
Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, good take and a good air. Can he finish? They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Doku. Mateus. And it's Baggio. Here's Makaleli. And here's Bellingham. Aims beyond the defence.
There will be
There's some
5
great
minutes
running on
added
show
time.
here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Makaleli. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, this looks sharp. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Dembele. And he was alert to it. But that has not gone well. And it's Makaleli. And we're done. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here.
And a quick
Perhaps one
announcement for the
team might...
benefit
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to...
Luis Suarez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cleared without hesitation.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Park Ji-sung. Messi. Puskás. Puskás unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Roberto Baggio. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Argentina yet to have an attempt on goal. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Otto. Otto made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And he welcomes it in. Otto. Park Ji-sung. Puskás. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Puskás. Looking for the run. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Park Ji-sung gathers from the goal kick. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good spread. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Aimed beyond the defence. That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well played. Makaleli. Picked out brilliantly. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Cruyff. And it's Makaleli. Lahm.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah. It's Nedved! And it's Nedved. He's played it back. Tries to play it through. Good read, needed to be. Vieira. Messi. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. And this is Luis Suarez. And he shoots! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are...
Cruyff! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pinches it off him. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Pelé. Now then, the ball's come loose. So what can they make of this? And he welcomes it in. Luis Suarez. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to belt it away. There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Can he get it through? Otto. This might spell danger. Strokes it back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Messi. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Luis Suarez.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Vieira. Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Puskas. Now Otto. Park Ji-sung. Vieira. Ferdinand wins the duel this time. Park Ji-sung. Puskas. Argentina finding their passes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Cruyff. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 25, Luis Suarez, le numéro 6, le numéro 22, le numéro 9.
Some really good ball movement.
À leur place, le numéro 19.
Argentina are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need
Le numéro
arise.
15, le numéro
This is
8,
Drogba.
Roberto Carlos, le numéro 16, changement.
That looks a decent ball. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's shifting through the gears here. Rodri conjures time and space where few can. And here's Drogba, closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Drogba. Ronaldinho. Passes short and sharp. And that's a good ball. And the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Cruyff plays it short. Cross into the... He rises! He's scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Argentina get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's in a great position here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Tries a shot! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
It's a threatening ball. Yeah. That's that, the end. Argentina were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Dembele!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Spread out to the left. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Puskás. Very nicely done. And this is Puskás. No way through, so back it comes. Park Ji-sung. Vieira. It's Park Ji-sung. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's picked out the run. And the real chance! Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Messi chasing after it. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Messi goes steaming forward. Dembele. Pele. Chance! It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Nedved. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. And here's Messi.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Park Ji-sung. That's a sharp pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Park Ji-sung really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Pele, looking for options for movement. Oh, what a mistake! Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Pele. He's found a way through. Split chance! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even...
And he's had a hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's the keeper's ball. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. He's going to be disappointed with that. Look at the space here. There's no flag. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Nedved. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Looking to play him in. And this is Cruyff. Vieira goes direct. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. He's looking wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Nedved. Great ball, and he's in here. Has a look and plays it forward. Puskas. That's Vieira. Park Ji-sung.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Pelé. And he's in on goal. Played in by Park Ji-sung. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Decent chance! He's scored! Deep into first-half stoppage time, a crucial goal. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Puskas. Messi. And this is Puskas. Takes aim and crosses. And that has been cleared. It's Park Ji-sung. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Park Ji-sung. Passing is crisp and sharp. Park Ji-sung. And that's a dangerous ball. Cruyff. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's a lovely pass. It's Dembele! Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Argentina really could have done without this. Dida looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
We have got
Messi.
changes here from both sides, in fact.
14,
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Number 21, Dembele.
Tomiyasu,
On the
a
field,
player so
number
deservedly
19,
decorated with praise and glory.
Number 8,
Argentina are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
number 22.
This ended up in no man's land. Now it's
Number
Mbappe.
9, Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Chance for a shot! And that has been knocked clear. Neymar. So what can they make of this? Yamal in acres of space out wide. Out for a throw. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Great vision. He's in a great position. Rafael Leao sticks it away. Just one goal in it now. Game on. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nice interception, well timed. Vieira. And it's De Jong. That's a delicate pass. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Nesta gets rid without sophistication.
Kyoto Sanga.
Clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Doku. De Jong. Now it's Neymar.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. Oh, this is a... Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, that is remarkable.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Argentina must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Now there's a fine ball. De Jong. Now Neymar. Played out towards the right wing. He's in plenty of space here. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Kyoto Sanga nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Doku. Ploughing. And a chance! They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes...
Shot a goal! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Otto gets into some space. Argentina claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Cruyff goes short. Deftly away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more...
He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Showing good feet. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Sung. Neymar. And it's Gravenberch. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Turns and goes back. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. And this is Messi. Vieira
with a fine tackle. Puskas.
It's a pretty loose pass. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Puskas. Now it's Pele. Now it's Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Neymar. And Gravenberch. Cruyff. Oh, that's neat. Puskas. And this is Messi. Odo. Played out to the right. Now it's Pele. Shot, surely! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first goal of Pele. It's Pele! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yeah. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Pele. And he skips past his man. Oh, well played.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, it's Dembele. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
He'll try to keep this alive. Back into the middle. Some really good ball movement. And the shot! Messi. Now it's Pele. It's a really well-measured ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gabriel promptly onto that. And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Argentina really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Argentina go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And we're off again. And he's on a charge. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Ball's gone out of play. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Iniesta. Iniesta goes steaming forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Spread neatly. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Dembele. Iniesta looking to penetrate opposition lines. It's Iniesta! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Otto. Now it's Messi. Argentina disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Puskas. It's Park Ji-sung. And this is Pelé. Puskas. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their... And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Señoras y señores, por favor permanezcan.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Bellingham. Bullet. And here's Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Odo. Vieira. Here's Cannavaro. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And it's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Now it's Pelé. That has been slung wide. He's got away. Now the delivery. Oh, smashing header. Goal! Argentina! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
And the shot! And again! Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Bellingham. Chance! Messi. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Luis Suarez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Pelé. He's found a way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Pelé. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Messi, brilliantly cut out. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vieira. Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Puskas. Messi. Park Ji-sung. Puskas. Oh, good. He's had a shot! Bellingham. And it's Hullet. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Park Ji-sung.
Argentina can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And here's Messi. And he's running through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pelé. Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? And this is Luis Suarez. Drilled in low. Park Ji-sung. Thuram kept aware. and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Otto.
There will be 1
Park
minute
Ji-sung.
added time.
Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
It's Pele! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Puskas! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's gone backward here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's having a shot! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And this is Roberto Carlos. That is a brilliant interception. Well, there's a probing ball. Park Ji-sung. Lovely pass, but can he get there? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's picked it up out wide. Vieira.
Argentina are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And it's Otto. Messi. And this is Messi. And he's got his cross in. Bellingham. Pele. Hullet. Roberto Carlos.
This match was 51,832.
Almost an hour gone. Otto. Argentina finding their passes. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well read, and the danger is averted. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Out for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Roberto Carlos.
Thuram.
Number 21,
Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Pele.
Ronaldinho.
Number 8, Hullet. Coming on the
Aims
field.
beyond the defence.
Number
And this is
14,
Cruyff.
Ribery.
Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.